Wakaba.
Yeah.
And then a question is Titia. Na Minister Beckham Iracha or Brady. Dear what film maybe you do an yet ding, but you're able to sail through. And ye perceive yet tea. And you so ye Bob brand new drew. Na ya bien to turn to talk. You move to be see to an amonesia. It's my show example no so. Na a Kenya yam yet near Ginano, son say, to do not me do baby and cat or ye no ca crebia and go say it through and a wanyo. Until no, near my wife firm what a yet ding. I would me Gina, decision be as make here. Would me baby, my dream there. Eh, me pa baby, me do number level. Be a maybe an S or patch on Saka, nay, a ding about me, and no, a person on near check. You can say, Burma John Osei Ajimaya. Why?
I'm say Nipa Bibi John, Cowboy, woman, say family John, but JOT Ajimana will be a different. Yeah, Wumi Kumasi. Me dem Kumasi boy.
Bruno Benz.
You me or Companochi. But near Kumasi yet in Shire.
Oh, that I be for him.
Golf package.
That I be for him. Nay, I get Bantam race course. She had a
near Bama because me call Prempe College.
Oh, okay.
Near Bamango down.
Oh, Mango down. Yeah, what coming? Oh, bakery. A cheap Hona Mango down. She Bantam assassins. Yeah, Mama bro, be 101 Honda empty.
Into
my bread.
Miss Kumasi na nemeti. But me go school on crying so kakra. Me call Morning Star on crying.
Okay.
And I call Prempe College, obviously the best boys' school in Ghana.
Yati. Me see you. Me say you what? Okay, which I was say. Oh, now so I can say the best school in Ghana.
But it's a cast a boys' school party.
The best boys' school, Prempe College.
The best. Yes, the best boys' school.
Be
afraid here.
Yeah, that's
Kumasi na ye wo me papa so no ye Asanteman Koswahine.
Oh.
Onene Judi kan ya otumfo edini si Nkoswa Akonya no so.
Wow.
Ama ene Ghana Nkoswa Akonya na ye.
Aya de obi ya Nkoswahine.
Nti me mama so na oye designer, textile designer.
Yeah. Otumfo Pokuwari.
Pokuwari ne edini si.
Wow.
During the 50th anniversary of Asante Confederacy.
Wow.
And our boss Akonya.
Not the man. Wow.
Enti me de em say ahimfie ho na eja ya grocer.
Wow.
Enti in short that is me na me call Prempe College me we na na me maths nye maths na me nya de nti me we O level
amanfo adwen here say obi du ba bia say wa benti na oduru ho ka bi kire
Debi na me maths nye kra but na me tebrofo kakra those days nti me papa here say obe mama traumas ni de and me go di teacher ade ba ko a ha me yi pa
okay
nti ja ode me call Wesley College go di 3 years ewie
Wesley College around the somewhere
about
okay
ewie Wesley College 3 years no a teacher that at that time near post secondary nyamincha de me wo no na my imagine say me nchira de
okay
nti me wo no na me year A levels me year remedial A levels
okay
nti me we Wesley College and a post me call Krubisu e wo Dunko no fin e fra ho Subin Valley
okay
na nyanza me duru ho no me ru a classroom na akola bi eni ho
o ma school
teacher ni bi asu ni ho and eja me bisa what empty school bisa what man say na here also boss I had a start school 11 obi akọ galamsey nti galamsey a ye kani na enye ne o
na nkola ni nyina akọ galamsey school ye sha say 11
omuni teacher for ni na omukọ ye galamsey this is in Subin Valley e wo Dunkwa area and I'm say we there enya ade a metumi atena
tinga also kwa na also kwa galamsey
anka ba na ma yenyu
that do what join Galanes e boy 11 am
back class
one train chira de da
Debi nti yes na me ba in crying and I'm a core education service. Say, me go try and draw say ye ma ba Accra. Inti enya dia me tuma kira dia wo dunkwa ho. And de me call Accra High. Say me go assist sports teacher na wo. And I'm here Accra High. Inti me Accra High and I'm in admission call University of Ghana. And I'm saying they are the training the NDA. Me here to action. And I'm the call Lagos.
But outside the Accra High.
Oh, me try maybe about 8 months.
Okay.
Let me a sports assistant sports teacher.
Okay.
I will for about 8 months.
Sports into free.
Oh, let me a sportsman.
Okay.
Yeah, well, prempe me house. Let me triple jump, long jump.
Okay.
Me call Wesley College to mission physical education.
Okay.
Inti let me bought tennis pa.
Okay.
Now I finished athletics.
Okay.
Inti I was representing Wesley College at that time.
Okay.
I was Ashanti region.
Wow.
In athletics. We
Wow.
call Legon, so we call athletics 4 for my hall.
Okay.
And I'm a ball basketball kakra.
Okay.
And a handball at my University of Ghana. So
Wow.
I was a sportsman, but also I'm fine at that time.
Hey, asebo. Ti chira de normal say you be a chira de o secondary school, Accra High, and now the Beko school. To what jade chira no say in your passion.
Na nya de amepe.
Dia na person you. Pa papa ka se ko chira de.
Initially there, to be frank, they be a catching professor. I've always done what I wanted to do. Media juma there. And one and me need that's why I
Oh.
Because those days, so let me share television, any radio. Now, one more and radio, so Charlie Sam, Tommy Anam Force, me tear one, MFA, me dene idea person me
BGB.
Into all along, no, I wanted to be in broadcasting and do media.
Wow.
Into at the training day, me maths na anko no, and the mammy kura Wesley College.
Okay.
Into na nya dia.
Based on your father's decision. Think I would uko journalism no straight from there.
Oh. And also me
Now when the kind.
Ono de ka ono kwa dia nanka eja nembang yanko ye law yanko ye we. They didn't understand at that time what the media was all about.
Okay.
Because you know those days oka se bia ukotwa sini kra ye beka se okoye concert. Yempene. Ye ma okwan kra ma won yes anyama no. And journalism no, so it wasn't seen at that time as a very lucrative ejuma.
Okay.
Inti ye de ni adin ye. To me kai se me o Legon kra no onim se. Because me call Legon no, I deliberately went to the School of Performing Arts. Because hono ye kira okasa.
Okay.
Performing Arts is one place.
School of Performing Arts.
I applied to School of Performing Arts and me call School of Performing Arts.
Wow.
Yes.
The intra background in cultural heritage in ka home menshia what try ka home.
Mishia already those days because we in production be. You friend Professor Martin Owusu. Or that's trade or Legon.
Okay.
Inti me share the way utumi de nipa eba together a play your kind of theater.
Okay.
Say, papa onya magician and the and I really enjoyed that. We share TV, so those days we share the way na David Ontonum Obra Nesanyamana and no and an MFA. And I didn't want to do anything else apart from that. Until when I applied, I applied straight to the School of Performing Arts. Say me cook akoye di omo ebi.
Oh.
And I now papa no so no to them who intimate say papa no performing arts. And I'm saying they make
So motivate you.
Motivate
you. Did you say somebody like him or even better?
Yes. So that is what happened.
Wow.
Into me call.
No papa nyawe.
No nyawe for 2 years.
Hey. Na kumase friend dondology.
I say na a friend but back school no man obet say dondology na free dondo. Dondo no. Sebi no woman in those days in Legon ye free BB African Studies.
Okay.
Afro Starts. Student be baby. Compulsory. And so we have Afro Starts. It's the students need be brave ekoye dance. And a dance for so we use drums. Into omo ko bought drums now. So ye koye dondology. And a bought fry. But performing arts, no, apart from dance, ye theater.
Okay.
Ye music.
Okay.
Ye media.
Okay.
Ye ni na ebi o performing arts.
Oh.
Into but dondology ni be fra.
Because now I'm running free school bus, my culture center say no more bar. About they want to come and learn new way of drumming. I'm talking drumming and saying, you know, they kind of saying it, no, sir, or down, sir. No, they come down there to learn. Was in your dondology, or more having some watching by force, winching binaming fanco. So I knew of that term. Oh, so a dondology. People were not respecting it. Okay. People were not respecting it. But you taught someone your passion.
Yes, and if you look at all the kind of people who went through that school, I haven't regretted it one bit.
Whoa.
My boy David Donto say, also Honoko school.
Okay.
Some of the great actors now, Maulu Semevo, Akofe Jani, the new generation, Ajete Anan, Nadia Buhari, Umnina.
They all went through
the school of performing. Koko knew that Elvis Ifri Ankara. School. Indeed, there are a lot of people who went through.
How was it the first year? What your passion for the first time?
Because that time numbers, no, my class near 11.
Oh,
you had to do everything. To obey dance, obey theater, obey music.
Tusa.
Oh, Mesapa.
Hey,
Mesafonton from Mesakete. They are Canadian. Menya de papa.
Look,
like I
check the gown,
no dear, menya de, but about Miami dear.
And it combining in the
oh yes, would they
both north and then down,
Dambanina, Bawa,
Damba, hey, boning in a Bima in a Messabi.
Wow,
yeah,
they also a chronina.
Yebisianina.
By end the Janet M9
performance. Yeah, we did on
Culture Center.
Culture Center. Performance ne Dawson, you corner fact everywhere, you cover the regions, you know, like your core grounds and casa when it comes to dance. You also need a so we are taught to go and teach. You have to cover everything, both drumming and dancing. Female section, male section, because put together, then you're all canon. Practically we learn all. You have to learn. If small a whole district say go and take care of them. And one day I'll come and tell you my story when it comes to dance. Very powerful. So
maybe they phantom from any kitty. And they because of Kumasi Ninti.
Wow.
They are Canadian.
But not dance now focus in media, but not dance per se, but because of school no.
School no. You have to learn all.
So do you drum as well?
I'm Minyade Papa.
Okay.
Minyade Papa. But I can understand the drum language.
Okay.
Because what's from any kit it's a Uchi language, no? I know not what the best.
Wow.
I can understand the language when it's played.
Wow. That's indeed 4 years.
Time 3 years.
3 years. Who say the opposite year no about no. And I say and also sour as far as
Debbie me no na was in school no na abroche so abameni so kakra. Inti me 91. 91 na mu na me papa so free mo. Inti o free mo no na me say well and the my main family nko London kakra because Yesu no near yeta otade yanko. It was a place I knew quite well. And I'm here imagine say in the Meko London Meko after school Meko could be 1 or 2 years. A young boy my Juma kakra
baby kakra
at me. And I'm at the core 92. Wow. To me core 92 no. I overstayed. And Debbie Amikase is one of the biggest regrets that.
Okay, overstay.
Yes.
Time at the mound. How many?
And yet time on the man I overstayed. Me share me who say me go for 2 years.
Okay.
I ended up staying in London in total for almost 15 to 16 years.
The plan now what they call was just 2 years. I check 3 years. No about down. Now we call Ababe then. Now we bibi I was set up in town.
Let me set up bibi, but ne my dream say me kwaba. Na ma be to me courses no so. I be masters, so be a doctorate because I wanted also to be in academia.
Okay.
Until me go through London no. Eja dey who could gym juma then all of that
dreams. So I said the other two baby. Wow.
Then you ended up
UK.
Oh, UK they initially, my first job at me here with UK was what you call security.
Oh, okay.
Because me drew UK fresh. And no nana it was available
at that time.
Into me shop be a friend in Iceland. And they just coca security no. Now me for 3 months. They me jai and say me jina store nano. Let me just say it be before from a certain country. Me enya hana me bo sa country no. Omo room. Baku room one I say oh all right. And I'm say yeah all right. And no be any shirt. You know they need you no chere me. Into be a shirt no kita chu. Chu no shane ha say. You know they chere me na me edin and no room no ko be freezer no. And now pack nkokɔ ne nyama ɔde hyɛ ne bag mu anaja opie saa we ntuaka ɛna ɔde pie nti me gyina hɔ saa yɛ din na me kɔ manager no na manager no ka broni no ka kyerɛ me sɛ oh mama worry na insurance for be take care of ɛna me sɛ David adwuma we deɛ ɛnyɛ adwuma
usuru sɛ we baba da kra be resist na fe omo di to abo
nti me gyae na fortunately for me no me ne Vodafone abrochi no London near friend Vodacom
okay
me ne omo ye adwuma for quite a long time
oh okay
and me sign
na emu dey
oh dey na because those days no na fe na mobile phones Ghana kan na mobile phones kan na kese ni bi Mobitel those times nti ne nya access to mobile phones nti omu a hobe say dey be send also phone no say pe ne ya say ya destroy no
okay
ye nya ni ye repair
okay
na yen yakosesa phones a ya ben no ne ya fa old phones no dey abagana
okay
nti now we were getting something out of it for a while
wow
and after the omu say no they can repair the phones so all of that also ejai
okay
nti me free Vodafone no I think I was there for about 4 years or so and me name now for we decided say
wo Vodafone now what to me or say me yes me spend 2 years or 3 years and I'm go so ahead you
Janza I do baby I know if you cry I'm telling you
your man tell my set dreams are wa bedroom kan so beton we friend chingo gakra kwa do na anka odi yakosua adwuma wo bedru here no the really feel no ho
already especially if you are making good money
okay
now when him say if you so before obenya say sika no so adding what you say we were making good money until now for the dreams in the
tunchen
me dey tunchen
sika bi nsin sika bi
sir
oh
yeah into FM but fortunately no na me nua ba ko te ho Philip Osei on another friend of Martin I'm so me organic na mpese me media into I think say one more together ni media and fortunately for us now around I'm say 2000 na President Kofo a bap ho nti ye kwaji loan e kwato video cameras ne sanya mani na ye started media juma Eagle Media House we registered it we founded it we did everything nti na fe the dream na let me one
wa be shase o
I had started in the UK
na mo here as a production house na then na mo here
oh we were doing weddings and parties
okay more like events okay
and eventually what happened was that we did a production for Ghana High Commission
okay
and who said nkrofo mo ya there so we were contracted by the High Commission then to do all their events so that's what happened between 2000 and 2007 there 2006 when I returned that is what we were doing in the UK
wow
and we were able to go to with the former president Kufo to Scotland Gleneagles GH Summit in Ikochai
wow
program BIA boss Honorable Ambassador Edward Boateng here Financial Times conference on Ghana in Ayani Kuchai wow. The whole media thing started in the UK
Abra one be through our traditional way of doing the media no let's start event done into you keep on reading about it now
absolutely wow. And then I started the Ghana High Commission for some newsletters
what was that how do you do it
well I did some courses in publishing
okay
so I ended up publishing books, newsletters.
Okay.
A lot of Ghana so for no cry now London no nom de breme ma me yema.
Okay, omo newsletters
No publish no books cry me publish bebre. Nti the omo yen say bia those days or yen no cassette so and a CD no their bro. Then I transcribe it and then I turn it into a book. Nti ya company na Ego Media House for na na sadie.
Yeah.
All of those things.
Editing, no, bibia back to back.
Back to back. Yeah, those are the things that we did.
See, and then this will be this beautiful idea of coming out with a book. Now, a consultant, are you still doing that?
Oh, actually, I still publish. In fact, now I publish my own. But if people come to me, I guide them as to what to do.
And yet, as a business?
No, I don't do it as a business any longer.
Okay.
Into that is the London, obviously,
Okay.
During that period, so I did all of those. I had a family there. Into now, I'm a Ghana, no.
Edding.
Coming back, no. Now, something happened in 2005, 2006. President Kufuor, we are by London, by event. The event, New Year, no, whom no say, what does it chroma? Obia, we are media, what to chroma? Besenko Ghana, neko GBC. I'm saying, in fact, it hit me.
Now, I do dream now we dreaming those days in the back say, hey, make us be 2 years.
Yes. Until one day, sorry, and I said, Debbie, Meko. So it was in 2006. Obia say, hey, JOT, na Ghana, de Ghana, I say Ghana, yes, Ghana, yes, who quite all Ghana. I'm saying, Debbie, Meko. And yes, Gary Cran and Mary Cran, Mary. In Asia, Mammy Bags. Na nkola nusra so na mu de montina na monko school ho na monye bibia ho na me de me buy nti me buy no so.
How was the decision like? Say waketia you good, you're doing so well there. How him the over be?
In fact, me now before no cry now we had the company together, no, everybody thought I was mad.
Okay.
Because it's one of those decisions say it said the nyame afrɛ. And the conviction is so strong, say. That's how it is.
What was your role in the media, the Eagle? Now
I was the director of publishing.
Okay. So a huge figure is leaving the entity.
Yes. I was the director of publishing.
Okay.
No one tells you. Because publishing jobs in ISF family through me. And I was doing fantastic well. The company was doing well. We were growing and everything. But me share papa now no be catch me say I didn't na member one. Na ese me de respect ne man.
Okay.
That was the first thing. Number two, no na a dream na mama na dano. I had to awaken.
Sorry.
He had to come back.
See, sometimes in life, it is so
important. It's so important. And a convincing me crying say after that, no, me dahwa na menda.
Okay.
And then I was like, from 1992, I'm back home. A woman say, you've made money, you've done this. And then so, you can feel, say, you are not fulfilled.
Okay. Fulfillment, no.
Anyhow. You can feel you are not fulfilled. I say, BB, I say, we now 1 year.
Oppose you, man, the one you ultimate dada, who are but in the honor out in Ankasa, who ahotankasa need your you know.
That's how brocha ahoto ni ho. Ya na eja. Ye ho say ahoto bi ani ho. Obi obeka kire say brocha ahoto ho boy not just say obo. It's a very difficult place to be, especially if you are coming from this part of the world. Na uni krata. Uni baby te. Uda obi couch mu. Usori anopa awodew. Me see boys ni bi o ma make story bin show. 1997 I said 96 so. Na madam for back. 26 December. Na ni yere di ni si abute. Day after Christmas. Na £20 are no ni. So the better Christmas present amaneba. That's Abuchi for you.
And we in see abante I won him.
Eja of our phone of Frey say, Sina, Atu, Eja, the man by, but now or die, I couldn't for bear 1 week. and sana ye kan so for be mu den oba no eje no oba na je no kra no be ma no we need 3 months or so no so be fi on so eja aware because on to me man ere he came oba be siamba fi he's doing very very well now very 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 well now
nimdia okoji nyina na fe na so abamfa so
afenso
toda baby a wo no ye yiwa eyeya nanso ufiri ho ebebo
absolutely
the intia ne memo adin say adwuma na oyem nyina sometimes ese wo say ujai say adwuma no
ese ujai ena bebre so mpebre
okay
bebre especially Ghana for bebre tabrochi omo mpebre ope easy money
but on say ye buta say Ghana for the wo ye adwuma
well me dey
you want perception so Ghanaians there oh hard work
bebre so kwa they engage in yama ini so mo ye for example let me talk about Amsterdam pa those is let me brother back ubeko Ghanaian women no oka pay some menka but most of them were engaged in prostitution
okay
intine will be or Amsterdam near friend the red light
yeah
Amsterdam Centrum ho ukọ ha asori dan ho ubeko na Ghana for ni na omugina eho most of these people were married women omo okunum awo mo ne wo mti
ekurimu any home so
yes oba London so credit card fraud na ade omo ye pa nti obehu obi no watoka oba Ghana oba ginani I'm not saying say everybody did that obi so ye jumadin but normally in wa ye jumadin you will not come to Ghana and spend that kind of money
because they were film award deal and easy time so uni excuse
you have to go bebre so nanti because oni bus sika jobe nanti akwadwuma
obe nanti monante ko
so it wasn't an easy thing so eventually I had to make that decision and come.
Oh, was it a promise or man penny the man say you GBC
wanya promise or say GBC wo ho
do you know
adentina
ubaba na benyo wonyo one dey say ho
but fortunately no na one of my mentors no a director of television with GBC
okay
friend Kofi Bakna the late Kofi Bakna okay me drew Ghana and my friend say oh boss maba and also remember until me ba me call in the office with GBC and no they me call newsroom say tina ha na ye adwuma
just like that
but I think say hindsight no he probably had spoken to President Kufon
such a person
yes.
has decided to come down
I wasn't the only person former GMB and no so ha na even NSAD
okay
no so ka
okay
no so ka no so ya fa no wo or your graphic design in Yama GBC. We were all together and we wanted to change things in GBC. Now, one of the things that make us ask him, we're in GBC because
about the first month, about the first month compared to UK, now and a half.
I almost went back.
Twice.
Me read GBC no newsroom hono. And I jay mami akonya wo corner ho. Say me ba be media. Ejuma me be boa. The newsroom was very hostile at that time. And the mentality say, so what? What did I say? And you'll be on the net, but there were some people like that.
Yes.
And I remember, say, for the first 2 months, when I wasn't doing anything. We want to be a national service for now, but for our JOT, no editing. Let me edit it. I wasn't going anywhere. I wasn't doing anything. And it was tough. But there were a few people there, George Crensil, who were always encouraging me, so don't worry, your time will come. Akushika Akwe, Barbara Gates, they were all very good people to me at that time. And my big break came at GBC when 2007, President Kufuor I called state visits over London.
Okay.
And Naija, Imam hosted the program on a state visit because I knew the London terrain well.
Okay.
and I'm an ambassador Agriolins, the late ambassador Agriolins, a Mami hosting program. And it went exceptionally well. And that was when GBC realized that
there is somebody like this in there.
There's an asset that can be used. And since that time, they put me in the front. I was doing quite a lot at that time. And I'm grateful for them. They be a say, wow, because GBC be a when you're training, because GBC trains you, they don't pamper you. GBC will never pamper you. They will make you work. What do I say? That's how GBC is. I mean, you hear a lot of things about GBC, but at the end of the day,
about their knowledge, I'll be far.
Yes. If you really want to work, I mean, we had trainers like Roberta Gardner on Obetro speech, how to speak on TV and all of those things. And you have to go through all of those things at that time. And
wouldn't mean jump a gun.
No, you can't.
You're supposed to go through it.
No, you can't. And there's a hierarchy in GBC. You've got to follow it. Wouldn't mean say who is a superstar with GBC. You'll be at the bottom and you climb your way up. Sana GBC tier.
Oh.
And so eventually, it was things were going. But unfortunately for some of us at GBC, I need Kofi Bakna at the year by. Kofi Bakna had a problem with the then Director General of GBC. And my be caught in Nsem. And we were all asked to.
I don't know back.
We were all asked to go on suspension until pending further. My letters. And I was like, what is all this?
So it will be an issue. Your talent there.
Oh, and most people in GBC even went to see the guys. Oh, please, JOT there, Charlie, he's doing well. Then Papa said, Papa, I'm ready. He was a marketing guy. Okay. He was the Director General during President Kufuor's time.
Okay.
After Ma Ivaloku free on no buy.
Okay.
See, fortunately, again, Yami de Msene Yankupon Pesa Mesanko.
Okay.
Into me call suspension on GBC. No. We will fear within about a day or two, and I mean, call from TV3. Opinion no, and near friend no, Kofi Nyantichi, no a general manager, no friend, a member in the office. Tija, me call in the office, no say maintenance, no paper be done any, no say men sign it. Them say a day, no say men sign it. To me share, no. Them say, hey, no say sign it. Minim de ekoso GBC na. We want you to come here. Na me sign here.
Why are you content to no? Na ngum.
I na
I want they are very important.
Na yes,
it was far better than what you were receiving at GBC.
GBC kind for the past for about 6 months can in jail.
Okay.
Those days it wasn't as easy as that.
Okay. Now, do you know the media is going through that? Most media houses are going through the same thing.
Oh, see, I'm say as we go along, we can talk about what is happening. Me call TV3, no. That time now, host of one program, be an FN start morning show. Now, Kofi 123. Now we're free. And yes, me inquire show. And me, Madame for Roland Walker, and Matilda Haynes those days. And near friend Matilda mom at that time. It's Yemiensa, and he hosted our program for about a year. And Mr. Nyanti Chika so started new program, an agenda. Into me free start, na me koya agenda. And I'm free start them koya agenda. The agenda kakra. And I feel also me koya another program. De Matilda Asante. No, that time no joy, no be agenda. Na me koye hot issues. Me hot issues so kakra. Inti umwana minyako Miami New is watching NFA. This was around 2009, 2010 or maybe. No, say Mimra Mehuno. To me koye na oni Edward Tio. No msu. Brabebwa be new station. You can't do much about it. You have to come.
No, what relationship saying? Was it a long, just friendly relationship?
Well, I've known Edward and NS for a very long time. Edward, no, I'm senior or Prempeh College. Edward, NS to Dimechi back.
Oh, okay.
So we were all in.
Okay.
And I signed Kumasi boys.
Okay.
And some of the events we did in London, like the Financial Times, and McKinsey,
Edward
organized it. So at least they knew my background in the media. And I did bar.
Who free TV now who say dreams are now before you travel to London. Now who say was for failure now. What you seen said how you wanted to see yourself in the media.
Well, let me say TV3 gave me opportunities that GBC did not.
Okay.
And it's something I'm also grateful for TV3 because Kofi Nyanchich, you know, he was one kind of person who he wanted you to excel, so he will push you.
Okay.
That's how he was. So he taught me quite a lot in the media.
Wow.
My media background had to do more with a lot of people. I said, when we knew also, and trying to engage you,
trying to make sure you're doing the right thing.
To do the right thing. So that's another area of, and what I learned in TV3 was more to do with production.
Okay.
And how production works, because you are at that time I was also assigned to people like George Busumpim, George Acton Tekte, Coleman. These are production guys. Ghana films. Oh, those days, Bands Alive, the hottest host in near the Wakam. So you learned how production is done.
Who as a host, who calls as a production member.
You go and learn.
So you learn on the job.
On the job. What I say. So at the end of the day, I also decided, said no. One of the things I wanted to do was content, to produce content.
Okay.
And see, Mr. Tate said musician how to do content, the right way to do content. So I was doing quite a lot of online courses and other courses that will allow me
to create content.
To create content. I even went back again to performing arts to do a master's program to learn how content is done.
Oh.
Because that was where I wanted to end up.
Wow.
Providing the best content on television.
Wow.
Because Mihun said there was a gap in that area. The content on TV at that time was not, there were not many TV stations at that time. So the whole essence of it. So by the time I got to ETV, I knew how content was, what the TV station needed, what the public needed in the development of content. Unfortunately, and now we TV, no content now was one.
Is it because of addition we see a winning match? Because we are any better on seeing this and we see the announcing the oil or the AB. So what was see at the end? We need there was through who in Tina kind of say who are now raho.
First and foremost, I think say the younger generation of content providers, they don't listen.
Okay.
Most of them don't listen.
Okay.
When you are developing content, content is not for you, the person who will develop. You are thinking about your public. What do they want? That is the first thing you have to think about when you are doing content. Idea me, will it be received well?
Okay.
Who are the people I'm giving it to? Why
Okay.
Is it for children? Is it for
your target audience?
Who are your target? What do I say? Even in the Bruni Becker said, the innovation of the content, you've got to factor in the dynamics of the author.
Oh.
And so now we develop our content.
Because wo na ude bano ubi upese ubi share. So you the already free man so fast one say.
Intina, we should be able to say telenovelas. Me, everybody knows I'm not a fan of telenovelas because me feel say it destroys cultural fabric.
Morals,
what you say? So me personally, if I was the NC or NMC, I would insist that telenovelas should be taken. Rather than why don't we develop our own telenovelas as?
Maybe your theater background also can be send a stories no richer.
Well, maybe to a large extent, and also count because you are taught how to do those things when you go to the performing arts. The other place that you can learn these things is NAFTI.
Okay.
But akoye se obi apeso ko university, obi apeso ko admin, obi apeso ko medicine, obi apeso ko law. Na why na TV no ye wie so aye be ba behwe.
Your point adwuma na ba
behwe. Why no better na so? So that's basically what it is. So that's how I ended up in ETV. Around 2010.
Wow. And I didn't know what you say when it comes to media.
Oh, media, they say I still consult secretly for a lot of stations.
Oh, okay.
My imagine say I would rather do a lot of training. I still do quite a lot of media training.
Okay. Maybe a station, a friend.
Say workers,
no, there's a training on my.
So that then they bring them to me, and then we train them.
Who should then be a media school, but just consultancy? Say, will be here no friend.
I have an institute.
Okay.
My institute, I don't call it a school.
Okay.
It's called the Institute of Media Practice. What we do is that we do consultations. So if you are not what friend say, if you are happy if we how can it be done? I think it's better for me that way than to just sit somewhere and run a school, because I also have problems with our media schools.
Okay.
And the way people are trained.
They handle it. Wow.
So that's what I do.
We saw you on screen on most of these movies. Who this in so be can when say stage there, you could danger should be. Catch your life when it comes to movie near day. How did you do that? Because can't be you don't even have the chance to go on sets near day. But we saw you in 1 or 2 movies here and there. You can tell us more.
Oh, I'm say one more in minute. When you say or TV theater, that's where we started in those days.
Okay.
I'm saying listeners maybe not yet warm.
Okay.
But in the days of television theater, GBC had TV theater, so that's where we started honing our crafts.
Okay.
For that time. But they had a program called Television Theater.
Okay.
And a place on TV.
Okay.
We did quite a lot of plays in those days on television.
Time I'll free UK buy anymore. And I say
no, this was even before all that time. We
now old school, no.
Me old school, no. And even when I came back, I did a number of them. But at that time, no name said TV theater. When I went to GBC, it wasn't there any longer. But film there is not something that I really want to do. I'm a very reluctant actor.
Okay.
Even though I see myself as a brilliant actor, because I learned the craft of acting.
Okay.
Performing arts.
Okay. Who's the craft of acting?
Yes. You learn.
Yes,
Hey. Yes, you have to learn the craft of acting.
Oh.
It's very, very important.
Wow. To ba uti na oba or sa knowledge na man say o ya band o ya deal.
Because there are certain intricacies that fair. What you say? If you don't learn these things, if you don't even know the techniques of acting, to me, and yen papa.
Wow.
What you say? But you teach, the mistakes that they are making.
So we were the craft of acting, no.
So
now ultimately to that level now,
Yeah. But I think, say for me, acting Madame for Akofo Ejani, on a Godwin Kote.
Papa be some chao mano. Prof Timothy Kakari. Say chao mano. Also you the senior Morning Star. Or chapa. Also you senior that be.
Oh yeah.
Also deal. Yes.
Inti Akofo Ejani. Any Gordon Kote, the late Gordon Kote, and I'm saying about 2006, and I'm saying, oh, one more year film being a member.
Okay.
And then I think Fools in Love.
Fools in Love.
Okay. And a man, he said, the Mekwakoye film. Into me, and then there were other films that came about.
Mamo Frel, We Frel, Was it that you played well your parts? in those movies. No,
Oh, I guess so, and I guess
yeah,
I guess that is what it is.
They felt the impact of the way also acting.
And most of these people who produce these movies were schoolmates.
Oh,
They also know what you can do.
They know it. Get it.
After that, and I'm saying, yeah.
And I know when they're doing scripting, they have the who can do that, the cast in mind.
If you're a script writer, you normally have people in mind
before you do that. So omunim senior nke bia na wo ha da na nka mbe feature in most of the movies. But what is what about down there?
I guess so. But I always am very reluctant to do movies. Into me, a movie I Sing of a Well. It was directed by Leila Jansen. I didn't send Nsem by and I may imagine say and then me.
Oh.
But after that, I think I've done a few. And then my good friend Shelley Fimpomanso managed to bring me out to do a series called Champagne.
Okay.
After Champagne, and I may imagine say I'll put a hold to movie and do script writing rather.
For them?
Not for them, but I do it for many people.
Okay, maybe a movie, we script man for.
Right now I do a lot of script writing. In the past, my year, maybe about 30 ghost scripts. Yeah, because a ghost script, just say, be home. Na my trauma, no, didn't do that.
Oh. Some woman or trauma. The moving on our tribe, and you dinner that's all.
Wow. Yeah. I find that quite interesting because the other day, I made a DSTV movie. I'm saying, movie there, it's a movie. Me, I'm
doing the end from the beginning.
It was so funny.
Wow. Wow.
Credits number and will be dinner.
And do you charge more when it comes to stuff like that?
When you ghost write, obviously you charge them a little bit more than.
Okay. Yeah. So within that's why credit to come to you, but within the so you charge more.
But recently, for the past 2 years, I've stopped ghost writing. I've been writing a number of plays. I've got a number of published plays now. I just finished writing a biopic on Yasantua. We are looking at producing that.
Oh, biopic of it. What's about?
Yasantua. It's about the life of Yasantua from March 23rd, 1900, Governor Nura Kumase to the end where he ran away.
Oh.
So it's just to...
So like a lot of research work.
2.5 years of research work.
Wow.
Yeah. You can't write the life of a person without researching.
I was told picture that you know Yasantua.
Well, there are several pictures of Yasantua.
Okay.
But the I say Washe Batakari, Young Will, and
you see, you will be on sudden Yasantua. Okay.
And where it will be a play Yasantua. And I
say,
a picture of her, and the real picture of Yasantua that is available is the picture of her when she was arrested.
Wow.
Available, yeah.
Wow. So you do more until behind here, say, me life. Do you do biographies and do autobiographies? So and also. For people, we are also trouble about me.
Yes. I do a lot of writing these days. Wow. A lot of writing.
Wow. You didn't come on. What funny memo? I feel I'm person who didn't come on for me. They were for me about be do any no. I see me about can be a yet said there. Oh, can say will be a man who so and a oka. But then ene who can radio ene who radio catch the send your system equal fire mamre. You've been somebody who loves tradition so much. Why you are baby, so you understand most of these things than a lot of people. And found the books of senior queen and you know. Catch the society dear queen in terms of the media, in terms of information delivery near your information age by information you know a problem. And now the age of information and case in your good information they build it on no. The media which is supposed to give us information there my problem as far as information you're concerned. To you in generality,
that's a tough question. I think, say, BBI also say, there are two problems that come to me. I think that we've done well by opening up the media landscape. dear friend, proliferation of the media. However, we've allowed controls to be lax.
Okay.
I don't think, say, in a country such as ours, with only 30 to 31 million people, I don't think we need 500 radio stations. Even in huge countries like the United Kingdom, they don't have 500 radio stations. You know, for our population, we don't need 120 television stations. What do I say? The advertising pot itself is about 120 million cedis, not dollars.
And Sika, you between the adverts.
Advertising pot, that is every year, piano.
You buy all radio station, you're just about
120
million.
What do I say? Because companies don't even have that kind of money anymore. And traditional media advertising, there's no value to it any longer. We've moved away from traditional media to a new kind of media, what they call the new media.
The new media.
New media, internet, social media, and all of those things. And a lot of people are spending their money.
Okay.
Into traditional media, to say radio, need TV there. Obi ni ho a otunu channel back. No, they are too hot for the whole day.
We do just a minimal number.
Yes, so we don't do. Yes, we do channel hopping. Into ebia mepe nyansa program meti. If you nyansa program, ebia na makotie minua kwamse fakan. What do I say? It's called channel hopping. Into say the bibi koto
zipping and zapping.
Yeah, what they koto program so enye nyansa programmer. Enya dia meti.
Because me tia the for instead of no.
So in order for you to get leverage for a product, you have to be able to put it on all the stations.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, won't you mean yes, sir? What do I say? So it has left a certain quality of presenter with opportunities to do things that are not by the book.
Esa me ya dia me twinkofo bibiri say you na ehun sankofo peme me pa na disika brebe ti be jai ade papa na ye de ma no na ye de be ma isika
and then so wutie radio. Unfortunately, radio nya dia me 30. In fact, I have about 4 stations at me tie. Happy dey me feel until I have to listen to Happy. Na muye bibi na nya I know dey me kan
actually
intimate Happy, me tie why. Once a while, me tie other programs that me now for also. But there are many radio stations I don't listen to because they not doors.
They not funny did they?
One, lack of the right information.
Asem na me ba be kano. Enye no kwasem na me ba be kano.
Entro no doors.
Okay.
Analysis no you're wrong.
Adene ye ntro no omomba be chichiri mu nso the ball abeka ntro no ho.
And the
third one.
The third one also here. Adane too polarized. You can't say polarizer. We have become too political. Our presenters have become political. You can't say media. Media means middle ground.
Mediate.
What do you say? Who now media people have opinions. In Canada, and you don't have opinions. It is allowed to have opinions now, but your opinions must not. Your opinions must not. You can't say.
Be in a jacket of somebody and not say.
And you say denigrating me. Amiti.
Just the OT, you know. And you can say me my drink, no. The better me say.
Who drink, no. It does not mean say semefa. Number one. Number two, no. Won't mean for what drink, and you cannot throw it down my throat. You can't force me to take it.
There's a media now say, oh no, not to her now or your host.
Oh, feel so a host
or piano for say agenda be some by force.
Let me say this on record. The presenter or the host, you do not control the power of the media or of that station. The control of the media rests in the values and the mission of the station. And the fact that we sit behind the microphone, no, it does not give you the right to usurp the values and the mission of the station that you represent.
Obi timi ba fi ha na Osei yesei ma me say me. Enya me na me yo. Co-producer ho. Omo co-programs omo gi tumu a.
Absolutely.
Me de ne say de omo be kasa me nkan no. En na me kan.
That's all. What do you say? And we have allowed sensationalism, we've allowed intro, we've allowed, and you see, my young ones, no, they feel that is how radio should be done.
Oh, ti empanifo a edi kan ya yesen kan omo de no kre di buoni ani di adwuma no di agro na atrosem no be ye de e ma omo na afi nkwada na eba no de omo di ja atoto
Ejampo. Oh.
Into information papa nke esi ede ma no nya ne ede ma
Enya no ne ede ma
na utwa efiri yen anasa force if be be na epia because me no ka say NDC ba power or my licenses to political people. MPP ba power or my licenses. A radio lines to political people. Into do election, yen ye ma or license no. Ubeka sama favor into the empo. Now kasa. Now we see you near affiliated to a particular political party. Now some now wo kano se ko ba say who candidate tiasa party ma order say tin the on.
You see, that is why the political parties will never give enough power to the National Media Commission to do the right thing. Because the National Media Commission no has the power to shut you down or to do those things.
Now, nipa ya obabet na National Media Commission de on the omka de omahu adinisa National Communication Authority now or no.
So when it comes to content, no, and National Communication Authority, Media Commission. Into say, oh, kabibi na nya. That's a Media Commission to me be shut down. And can we you?
To the commission, no.
What do you say?
Authority.
Why don't you give them the power to do that? Because baby, I no. People believe they are radio.
To put the statement right. As I'm going to you, National Media Commission. Then I would just say never be away. Then I'll say
me, I think that to start with, no, whoever is in power this time or next time should have the Brunibeka said the balls to turn the Media Commission into an authority. That's the first thing. Number two, empower them to be able to do the things that will sanitize the airwaves. What do you say? Mm-hmm. Number three, give them legal backing. Give them a certain kind of gravitas which can equate them either to a high court or to any of these courts. Mm-hmm. Into Okasa. Yeti. But if you don't do that to the media commissioner, baby, people will go on and on and on and on and on. That's why a lot of people, we don't listen to radio anymore. We don't listen to, we don't watch television anymore. Me share DSTV here. I know I'm not going to be saddled with all the, what we call the jitter and the nonsense that people say. Into me share TV, unfortunately.
But the control of the media and the new media, boss, the social media, the whatever, the Twitter, all these are not controlled by.
But if you have an authority like the National Media Authority, they will control it. They will have the power to control it.
How?
Other countries, they control it. Now, I didn't think that I'm buying bit to me with one switch. I shut it down your Facebook page. With one switch, the government can do that.
Me, I'm a personal page, you know.
The government can switch off social media in this country if they want to. Any government can do that. Any government can switch down social media if they want to. We become too liberal as people say. We take a lot of things for granted. What do I say? Now we have to go back to the importance of what media is. Well, I think we've lost it. We've completely lost it.
And Yampa said this is case here, baby. Papa said the no baby and
well.
But then Papa said tia case.
And media is owned by political people. I don't know. It's a very sad situation. Oh, I bet me. Okay. I bet me if we really want to do it, I bet me.
Like media house is a political.
You see, there's nothing wrong because by our constitution, anybody can own.
They are also business. They are also
business. So there's nothing
fellow Ghanaians.
Yes. What I say. So there's nothing wrong with the politician owning a media house. But what is wrong is if the politician uses that media house for his own parochial benefit. The setting up of a media house is not meant for your own individual parochial benefit. It's meant for the people's benefit.
The political agenda.
So if it's benefiting the people, then that's fine. I don't have a problem with a politician owning a media house.
Oh. Do you know who is social media and I'm
Hey. Social media, dear. I used to be very active, but in the past 2 years, I'm not as active as possible. Twitter say I've gone off Twitter because for me, my own sanity, I didn't like it.
I know.
I cannot even see how somebody can look at the face of the president or a former president and insult the person. Sebi oye papa, oye penyi. I can't condone that. Sebi ujina menchena oye sebi na mabo asum. What I say, because I cannot condone where younger people cannot give respect to the elderly. I can't condone that at all. Sebi. Whether you like it or not, or a manpenny. If it's a minister of state, manpenny and dinesio. So you have to show that respect. Unfortunately, social media, people hide behind pseudonyms and fake pictures and do all sorts of things. And that is something that for me worries me a lot. I don't do Instagram. I don't do anything. The only thing I do is Facebook. And the reason I do Facebook is because the friends I've kept on Facebook are still the friends I've had for many, many, many years. I don't change my friends on Facebook. Until Obi Ohane, for 9-10 years now, we've known each other on Facebook. Some people, we've even become friends, and then we have a proper conversation. Okay. But sometimes I can be very, very quiet for a long time and just watch. But Sanyum na obi boy ti bibi de asembeba. Wan yan hwe ni ya social media Ghana de asembeba. If we are not very careful and the Ministry of Communication does not that is what is going to happen. Oh, because people are hiding.
What do you foresee?
I'm telling you honestly, I foresee Obi na kana senjens they say yan hwe ya ekruwim. The way things are going, if ever, God forbid, there's an uprising, the uprising will not start as we know it. It will start on social media. What do I say? And when it starts on social media, you don't have 2 million people there. You have billions
of people.
And
go for Ghana. One day, a friend called me in the U.S. Army. Time I may fix the country for the issue say I don't know. Or friend my Ghanaian. No say minimum material on different occasion. Me want a US Army a friend me or check say or more pursue yes sure say if the lady is a citizen of the US. And you know, sanko for a friend or no cry no new being casada so all eyes.
Yeah.
Monitor Ghana back to back.
Nansa wo kasa saying. You'll be shocked, say, a lot of people may not like your page. They may not comment on your page, but they are listening to you. What do I say? Dare you say one thing? You get it? And people have to understand that everything we do now in the world that we live in, not only in Ghana, everything is monitored. This is something that we don't know. And our young people must understand.
We live Facebook.
Absolutely.
It's what you also why you found where dear.
And the world has become so small. Say, what you will drive a mukra, obi to me show. Into a kasa, yen 2 years. you're very careful what we say. Because, and yet, we feel say we wait in a time we walk anymore. But your time will come. Because the world has become so small, say. Maybe I make us a police for no. They are not showing us their true power because they become a service. In the past, when they were a police force, and the brute force, say, a service, so they are offering us a service. But you have no idea the power that the police has. You have no idea. I told you, sometimes they just don't want to waste resources on you. It doesn't mean they don't know what you're doing.
There are so many important things
sometimes it doesn't mean they don't know. It doesn't mean they don't know. So we need to, our young ones have to be very careful. Have to be very careful, especially when you're in the media. Be very careful what you say. Be very careful what you say. I mean, that's my advice to them. And check your facts.
Yes, sure.
Be very sure what you are saying is the fact. Don't just put anything out because Ubiaka.
No, almost so far. No, I bet you say this source or the source. I bet you no, they know a defending no.
No.
So, who refer source? Didn't just say the cocotte be you frame.
You see. So we have to, and we are all hiding behind. Oh, they've repealed the libel law. We've done this. We've done. We've got to be careful. Where we are going now, one day somebody will come back and bring that law again. The same law that people like our president fought to repeal. One day, somebody will bring it back.
You're right.
Because of our attitude.
And under the Freedom Information Bill, now you yes, yeah, but
we are in difficult times.
Media.
We are in very difficult times.
What advice about some journalism?
I never tell my children not to do what they want. I know no person, but I'll teach you the right way.
Okay.
What do I say? I'll never say don't do what you want to do.
Papa, fix the country. Obia ti Nsem amrante ne kana. Ye nyina pese o man no back to. Baby anka ye nyina ye ne begie. Is it possible?
I think, say, I have a slightly different take on fix the country.
Actually.
I don't think that one more started fix the country. You know, I don't think they mean anything bad.
Okay.
I think they mean well.
Okay.
Then so, you see, you can only fix a country with the collective effort of everybody. Wouldn't mean say abine and fix a country. Sebi nyanza memmenka se memeti kukumemle. Mi fie nim. Se hofua. Me na ese medo. Me ntumi nka se me twan ama Zoom Lion for ana obi abedo ama me. It's all part of fixing the country. Ese medo. Do to am so no. Ese ono so do. Enti me I feel say if they make it a collective effort, ebebo saying the omekas are buying fix. You see, I hear too political. Oh, again, one of the things that we do in this country, everything we try to politicize it. But if you have a movement, fix the country movement, then try and bring every single person on board, whether it is the ruling party, the opposition party, smaller parties, so it becomes a collective. It is like the Black Cycle Bubble, Yako World Cup. Everybody comes on board.
Do you see as more of a pressure group or something than?
Well, I don't know the people who are involved in fix the country.
Okay.
Unfortunately, mean to me, say. A pressure group and BBC. I'm just saying, say, the way they did it, you know, it sounded to me,
good
personally, as it's a one-sided thing.
Okay.
What do you say? And so, money collective, I don't see how you can fix the country without everybody's involvement. I don't see that as possible.
Obi a problem back again.
From Kwame Nkrumah's time, we've been crying fix the country. Nkrumah was overthrown because of economic problems. The same thing happened. Buzia was overthrown because of economic problems. All the way through the coups we've had, the major revolutions, all because of economic problems. So when we say fix the country, what do you mean?
Okay.
You haven't said anything. What is your, number one, what is your agenda in fix the country? Number two, how are you proposing that it is done? What do you say? It's just like one way a demonstration on roads. I don't think say any government in their right mind doesn't want to fix roads. Obi apesoye. And what are the priorities of the government in power? What do you say? So we all have to come to the point where we have to understand that it is a collective thing. We will participate. And to me, that's my take on fix the country.
Maybe our humanity na obia obepese o question bi bisa obet me bisa pacho mene yem papa nyamedna firm as far as this industry media fraternity is concerned about the field of acting near there wakobi and what in some waka no unyaya nanka media commission no yebema no ahoden with me prosecute as an authority na obi transfer because omo the ruler na measure newspaper no content the na come MPP the na come I'm telling you ruler na ho pages the number of words or you suma describe MPP na say the same thing so adwuma no I toothless bulldog I'll say it that way if in quote
there are some very good people in the commission.
Yes,
me.
It's not about the people. I'm talking about
unfortunately their hands are tied.
That's what I mean.
Their hands are
That's what
tied.
I mean. You know, omutia nyasa mekase but the person who say that's the otiwo ba adwuma na esenko ye na bu o man nkankro no untumi nyo ti me gidi sese ne waka no if they have the power to prosecute what team from it me you free mo obi ntumi nka wo
Absolutely.
O content na dey ban from MY it me twam say TV station nyim free or dey ane human free system and definitely to help shape sections of the law.
Let me say this. TV stations be brave or TV swa we show more now we need license. Baby. And the National Communication Authority should be able to take them off. Me our example. You have BB bouquet. In the ABA, me wo bouquet. Bouquet say I can have many stations. Me to me at Tomba Kwama. You are not a licensed TV station, but you are on my bouquet, so you are allowed to be on my bouquet. Ubeba be your nonsense also. What do I say? It will not affect you.
It will affect nipa no bouquet no.
The NCA must also come clear on those recognized TV stations that have licenses. In fact, they should publish it every year. That's the law. They are supposed to publish every year those TV stations in good standing and those who are not. As for those people who are on TV and doing all of those things, again, Media Commission does not have the teeth to bite. What do you say?
Toothless bulldog.
Until we have to empower them to bite so that they can get them off.
See, they should also come clear on the fact so we will be bouquet so now on your license that they should come clear.
There are so many unlicensed stations around.
For Facebook, now we wait.
Facebook, the JOT Ajman will be a
JOT Ajman. JOT Ajman. Now, person business has to be. Can you remember Isusa no? Now you say all the from a primary school near then you train him of Frana Yamamre, poetry, choral music, and son of Modi and but I think I have benefited so much from that. I've trained so many schools on my performance, including the armed forces, on the national award, and any hope you. My name's ministry no na a free ho, both education and cultural ministry na free ho. What can we do? Say this idea banana and more friend even the bit of that. Even sometimes they say then no soprano. It helped to understand. But it is not there. You need to be about culture in our schools again.
Yeah. Well, the syllabus has changed. Says here a new syllabus now, a new curriculum now. There's a bit of dance, drama, and all of that in the new syllabus that they've started using. So hopefully that would rectify the network. The other thing is that National Theatre was a good place to hone the craft of our young people. When they used to have a kiddie fest, the National Theatre itself is in a very poor state. It's in a very, very poor state. Air conditioning, carpet natite, so many things are wrong with the National Theatre. So again, we have to find ways of repairing our National Theatre. and completing. I mean, the University of Ghana, which has the School of Performing Arts, in itself trains a lot of young people to do that. Now, into theater, performing arts is a brand new one. 19 years ago, almost started. Get Fund has not even been able to finish that theater. What do you say?
Theater now, a bit training sound professional, so impact.
And you have hundreds and hundreds of students going through the performing arts every year, and they don't have a theater because Get Fund started the theater 19 years ago, and up to today,
you're not done.
It's not done. And this performing arts bank because they don't have the practical experience to even do
to a book.
What do I say? No. Oh, and yet, if for Sutherland Theatre, they see when the National Theatre, they can't. So there's a lot of dynamics to some of these things, and where we are going, we need to correct some of these.
Is that not the reason why we need to restructure? I am ranting because of reference here and fix the country. No?
Well, what does it? That's what I'm saying. What does fix the country? What does it mean? Mm-hmm. What do I say?
You see, they keep on hammering on some of these same things.
Yeah, but who can get funds? So get funds to make us say yatin sikaso. Inti sikabe no mfa nkoi. What do I say? So I'm a firm believer that we have great opportunities to become a great nation. And oh dear, I will not stand anywhere and say we are a basket case. We are never a basket case. We have challenges, serious challenges. And until we all come together and correct those challenges, we may not go anywhere.
NDC and PPT to be together.
I didn't need to be together.
NDC and
go to Parliament and see that both of them
they are together when it comes to enjoyment.
No, but even in committee meetings, they meet in committee meetings. They work together for the good of the country. It is on the outside, you feel, say, they have challenges. Where you're MPP, where you're in NDC. I personally think that, look, one of the things that Nanado did at the beginning that I thought, His Excellency Nanado did at the beginning, which I thought was good, was time or the former presidents, Nebai, Oba, so fresh. You know, he brought all of them. And so you had President Jerry Rawlings, the late president, you had President Mahama, you had President Kufuor, and himself. But that meeting in itself should have been a yearly meeting, in my opinion. Every year, no, I invite you, what do you think? My first year, see. But we Ekono baby Ekono. If we don't come together collectively, I don't know. I don't know what will happen.
Like and subscribe and click on the notification. Happy FM, Nimdie, Happy FM, and Nijenkwa.